Trump is the new president, and he canceled USAID or USAID, which seems to be helping a lot of Africans and a lot of refugee programs in the United States and whole other programs in the United States. What do you think about that?
I think the idea of canceling the aid is wrong. But if he says he has to revamp the process, I mean, that I think is okay because you cannot have the same aid going to Africa and you don't know whether it's benefiting the very people that was targeted or not, right? So if he is in place, he can change certain things, but to just cancel it outright is not right. For instance, if you look at Libya,
Okay.
there's no, I've never even seen any Libyan refugee in America. The country was stabilized. They never even travel. Most African countries go there like the way we are here in America. It was because the Europeans and America went there to say they're gonna impose democracy on Libya, and they went ahead and just destabilized the country by removing Gaddafi. You went ahead and destabilized the country. What do you want the people to do? And if now they need help and you say you're going to cancel it, to me, I say it's not right. But on the same side, if the help is going to Africa, we know that most of the African leaders are corrupt. So when the help gets there, it never go to the people that was intended for. So for that, I think the means at which they send those things has to be reviewed.
Okay, that's a good one there. So, quick question. We have this. You said going to Africa. Let me cite South Africa and all part of Africa. Some HIV/AIDS patients that really in dire need of this support or aid that comes in. So, with Trump canceling this, you said, how do you think the African governments going to be able to help their people that depend on this aid?
What I would tell the African government, especially the corrupt presidents, is that you have to think about your people. You can never depend on anybody in life and be successful. They can withdraw the assistance anytime in life. What do you do then? Now you have people that critically need assistance, especially the antiretroviral drugs. They don't have second chance. If they die today, they're gone. They're not gonna come back again. But this is the time that somebody is withdrawing their help for you. What about if you have sat there and helped yourself? So the leaders, instead of buying SUV, buying 4x4, buying all these expensive cars and spending money on women and all those things, have to think about their people and know that any country that they're dependent on will one day withdraw the assistance. And forever you're going to be slave to them one way or the other because you depend on them. Whatever they say, if you don't follow it, they're going to withdraw the assistance.
Well, that's a good one too. So, what about the people that says Trump is doing Africa a good service because Africa has a lot of resources? Example: Ghana, Congo, Nigeria. These African countries with a lot of resources. Saudi Arabia has just oil. Dubai, United Arab Emirates, they only have oil. But looking at these places, they are far developed than Africa. So some people of the school of thought, they don't even care about the health implication of people receiving these aids. They say, well, Trump is making the African countries financially independent. What do you think about this school of thought?
Trump is here saying that American first. So African leaders will also say African first. If you have minerals and it's not benefiting your people and you're giving it to other countries and you expect them to help you and they will not help you, it's on you. I don't, on very little side, I would say that yes, at some point he's going to make Africans uh, independent. But on the larger note, that is not true because as at now, we need the help. They had already making them dependent on them for so long a time. Even if you have to plant cassava today, it's not going to grow tomorrow. We're talking about people who are already sick. It's not like they're going to be sick. They are already sick. They need the medications. If you withdraw, like, how long do you think these people are going to live? So those people that are talking, if they were there and they were sick, I know they were going to say something different.
Well, I kind of agree with you. So there's another school of thought that also says the international community, like the United States. They've been sending this aid for a long time, and it was their responsibility to check if the aid they were saying was actually being used for what it's intended for, like Trump and Elon Musk is saying right now. What do you think about that too? Because if the aids are really not going to the people that really needs them, and they've been going for years, why are they facilitating corruption in Africa?
Well, if they were supposed to check, if they haven't been checking and they start from today, there's nothing wrong about it. There's always going to be a first time in life. Let's just allow them to see that whether whatever money that they are sending there, because remember, it's also taxpayers' money that they are taking from here. If they were sharing this money to Americans, Americans were going to be happy. But you and myself know that when you go to the streets of America, some part you see Americans who were born here with birth certificates and everything from here are also suffering. So if that person send you their money and then you are over there, you are not using it for the reason why they send it. Do you want them to send it forever? No. We have to also be honest to ourselves and sit upright and change things and also let things be transparent so that if tomorrow you are